Hi, it's Mike Keenan from KM Fitness. As a lot of you know, I'm starting my 3-day detox on Friday. I'll be preparing the food for that on Thursday night, so you'll see a little bit of that. You'll also see a little bit about my lifestyle changes and my exercise protocols I'm going to be using for those couple days. Again, I share a lot of the information I get from Dr. Jay Teta. He's one of my mentors, and he was the first one who introduced the term POP'S to me, which stands for persistent organic pollutants. And why do we detox? Why is that an important thing to do, and how do we go about doing it? Well, I'm going to share in the next couple of minutes what I'll be doing this upcoming weekend. But let's set some groundwork first. Again, where do we get POP'S from? POP'S does not come from inside our body. It's something we have to take into our body. And it comes from non-organic foods, foods that are sprayed with pesticides and herbicides and fungicides that get into our body and have a certain hormonal effect on us. And I'll get into that in a few minutes. Animal fats. Animals store their toxins in their fat just like we do, and they tend to concentrate them as well. So when we eat animals and eat their fat, and they've been fed in with grains and foods that are high in these persistent organic pollutants, we're going to absorb them into our body as well. Also, anything that's stored or heated in plastic or plastic water bottles, this is another source of persistent organic pollutants. So what happens when we start to go on a diet or we start to detox? Well, we start to lose fat, and the fat cell shrinks and starts to release its toxins into our bloodstream. And that's going to have a lot of effect on a number of different systems. That's why people say, well, when I go on a diet, I feel ill, I have headaches, I just don't feel well. Well, now you know where that's coming from. So one of the target tissues that is affected by the POP'S is the thyroid gland. And there's three things that are going to happen to the thyroid. You're going to have a decreased production of T4, also known as thyroid hormone. You're going to have a decreased function of the T4 hormone, which converts to T3 in the body. And the target tissue of T3 is the mitochondria of your cells. And the mitochondria is where you burn fat and oxygen to create energy in the body. And you're also going to get an increased removal of the thyroid hormones. Okay? So if the thyroid gland isn't functioning properly, what's going to happen to your metabolism? It's obviously going to slow down. So here are some of the solutions we can talk about, what you would do to deal with fixing the problem. Okay? The first thing is you need to decrease your exposure to POP'S. You need to eat more organic fruits and vegetables. You got to eliminate plastics in your diet. And you got to go with grass-fed, wild-caught fish, free-range chicken, free-range eggs. Try to eat organically so that you stop taking less persistent organic pollutants into your body. We're going to start to increase fiber because that'll help to remove the POP'S. And the way it's going to be eliminated is in your feces. Okay, so elimination is important. As POP'S are eliminated, they're also eliminated in sweat, urine, feces, and breath. And what are we going to do as far as lifestyle changes? Well, we're going to exercise. We're going to make sure we have proper nutrition. We're going to use sauna to try to sweat it out. Salt baths also help. And probiotics and green tea. Okay? So this is a little bit of why we detox. You're going to see how I detox over the next couple days. And then next week, after we finish the detox, again, another great concept from Dr. Teta about metabolic multitasking and how we're going to go ahead and set up a week for fat loss and muscle gain, because as you find out, you can't do both at the same time. We'll see you on the next video, and look for some blogs I'm going to send out this week too. Bye-bye.